come up with that dog shit pick.
What the fuck were we thinking? What the fuck were you thinking?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this very late episode of the Jimnasium. We're recording at 9:28 p.m. Central, basically 9:30. This has been the third stream of the day, Chase. It's been a very long day for us.
It's been a long day, but it's been a fun day. You had a banger of a UFL game, followed by what turned into a banger of a UFL game.
Yes, bangers all around. I think week 10 of the UFL, one of the, I'd say, top 3 week of UFL this entire season.
You think so? Do you think it's just because it was the last week and everyone had to just put it on the line?
I think that's part of it. I think all the games at the very least were very entertaining. By the way, it's Chase Lupine Fiasco Systems, a.k.a. BBL Wolfie. Chase, do you mind if I show the unseen BBL Wolfie real quick?
No, go for it. Go for it.
This is a beautiful rendition right here. The chains on the back, the mesh tank top, the immaculate behind. This is a great AI image. You've been getting so good at these.
Yeah, man. I don't know what to tell you. I just type what's in my heart. I type what's on the inside of my heart.
And I will say, like, AI art isn't like quote unquote art, but there is a sort of talent of getting the AI to do what you want it to do.
I call myself an artist.
I would argue you are. You in particular. Like, when I do it, I'm very, like, just kind of, like, straightforward, just blasting it with my opinion and what I want it to do. But there's a subtle art to getting an AI image generator to make the image that you want it to make.
Yeah, you have to be able to describe, like, how you want to frame things and, like, the different points of view that you want to use and everything. Like, you can get deep into the weeds with it and come up with some really cool stuff.
So, Chase, let's start the show with a quick UFL recap. We started off with the Arlington Renegades DC Defenders, with the Renegades winning 32-31, which you let me know beforehand was a scoregami. Never before seen in professional football.
Yeah, and apparently the 19th scoregami of the season for the UFL.
It makes sense that there would be a lot of scoregamis in leagues where you can't kick PATs.
Makes sense. Definitely makes sense. And where you can go for 3.
I would also argue this was probably my game of the week. This was the most exhilarating, exciting game. This one had like championship feel to it, where this was the game that mattered maybe the least the entire weekend.
Probably mattered the least, but I don't know. I'm sad because I had to leave during the middle of this game, because whenever I left, it was definitely not a cool game. It was not a good game at halftime.
No, it only got good at the end of the second quarter, and then the second half just blew it all away. Super exhilarating. There was a crazy, dumb, really bad safety going on. It was there was everything happened in this game except for overtime. Luis Perez, the announcers and everyone on Twitter was acting like this is Luis Perez's last game in like spring football in the space. If that's true, he's number 1 on my Mount Rushmore.
I think so. Like, just from my lifetime now in following, spring football, like, I think he's up there. He's got to be up there.
So he's been doing it for 5 years. He was in the AAF, the Spring League, the XFL in 2020, the USFL in 2022, the XFL in 2023, and now the UFL this year.
Dude, and if you played in the Spring League, you were just doing it for the love of the game.
Exactly. 6 leagues and a championship under his belt.
Yeah, man. Luis Perez, I think would be well placed on your Mount Rushmore of spring football. Spring football players.
Both these teams need to go back to the drawing board, see what they need to do for next year. I'm excited to see what they both trot out. This was a great game. Roughneck
Arlington
Showboats.
just needs more Arlington just needs more weapons.
They need
is what
defense
they need.
too. They need an actual defense.
Yeah, that's true.
Roughneck Showboats. We just got done with this game. The Showboats won it 19-12. This game was the toilet bowl. It was the winner of this game gets the first. Congratulations to the Showboats for getting the first pick in the UFL draft for the next year. This game was ugly. It was bad, but it was still somehow entertaining.
I hope they're just drafting tackles and guards.
They probably should be. This offensive line has been atrocious. If they get all the skill positions back next year, they just need to draft offensive linemen, and this team will be extremely dangerous. That's all they'll need to do.
I froze, so I agree.
No, I was saying, like, if they get the skill position guys back, all they'll need to do is draft offensive linemen, and this will be a top team because they have the dudes. But this offensive line is so fucking bad that they just couldn't. It was impossible to overcome.
I'm not sure how many sacks they gave up tonight, but I think they managed to come in under the 4 a game.
I'm looking it up right now. Let's see. They only gave up 1 sack.
They did it. 3.9 a game.
They came in under 4 a game. Congratulations to the Showboats. Looking to yesterday, the Panthers lose to the Stallions 20-19. Literally, by the way, every game except the Roughneck Showboats game was a 1-point game. Not a 1-score game, but a 1-point game.
It definitely feeds into your narrative of this being just banger weekend.
It was crazy. The Panthers were up. This was a back-and-forth game. The Stallions looked ugly. This was also kind of an ugly game. But the Stallions get it done. I don't know. This game didn't really matter. The playoff game was going to be in Birmingham no matter what. But I didn't expect Adrian Martinez to be in the whole game and look as bad as he did.
Yeah, he looks like Nebraska Adrian Martinez, without a doubt.
He did. It was pretty ugly. Not a lot of love from me. And don't worry, folks, if we're not doing like an in-depth analysis, you'll see more of that on Spring Fever and the UFL show with UFL Jim. This is more of just a quick reaction, thoughts, and opinions. The Panthers, they have a shot next week. I think they have a legitimate shot. You were saying they had, like, by God, a puncher's chance?
I think they got a puncher's chance at winning this game. I think it's closer than a shot. I think they proved it. I know both teams probably didn't want to show a lot and kind of stayed kind of vanilla, and the game didn't really matter in terms of like where the game was going to be. But like Michigan can run the ball, and they can run the ball well. And if they can control the game like that, I think they got a great shot against Birmingham. Plus, Birmingham's going to have to try to beat them 3 times in a row, which is hard to do in any professional football league.
Speaking of which, the Battlehawks defeat the Brahmas for the second time, 13-12. This game was also extremely ugly. Garbers got hurt a little bit in this one. We had to get the Scoundrel back in for San Antonio. And AJ and the Battlehawks looked a little rough for wear. But again, he's been out for the last 3 weeks, so he's kind of like played himself back into it.
Right.
This game mattered a little bit based on now St. Louis gets the home field advantage for the first round of the playoffs. I think that's massive. I do think the Brahmas also have a puncher's chance, a really good chance of beating St. Louis. Because again, like Chase said, it's really hard to beat a team 3 times in the same season. And selfishly, personally, I want the Battlehawks to win. And Michael's saying he wants the Stallions to win. I would love a St. Louis Battlehawks versus Birmingham Stallions championship game where I'm in attendance. I think the vibes would be immaculate.
It might be the best game that the playoff matchups could offer, quite honestly. Even though I will say, no matter who ends up in the championship game, I think you end up with a good game on both sides.
I think no matter who ends up, yes, you end up. I think these are clearly the 4 best teams, and I think it's not even close. I think there's a big drop-off from these 4 to, like, the Defenders, Renegades, Showboats, and Roughnecks. It was the league was split in half, easily.
Yeah, you have some mid teams, but you had a lot of bottom-of-the-barrel teams.
Yeah, and even the mid teams, like, I feel like the Panthers and Brahmas are like, they were kind of close to the defenders, but I don't think it was really that close overall.
No, I don't think it was that close either.
You ready to go through these news articles, Chase?
Let's hear him.
Yuka Saso, 22, captures second U.S. Women's Open title as she stood on the 18th. This is golf, by the way. I guess I thought when I read the article, when I read the headline, I thought it was tennis.
Yeah,
it's golf. It's golf.
It's golf. All I can say is way to go. It seems we get a lot of lady golf headlines whenever we do this.
ESPN loves their lady golf.
Good for them for loving the lady golf, I guess.
She said it was because of her family that she won.
Was her family out there hitting golf shots and making putts?
Exactly.
Give yourself some credit. Fuck your family.
In 2021, she became the first golfer from the Philippines to win the U.S. Women's Open. So now she's holding dual Philippine-Japanese citizenship. She's done it again.
All right, so
good for her. She's won it twice. Damn.
She's won it twice, and she's done it for multiple flags.
Will be competing for Japan in the Olympics for golf.
All right.
Good for her. Good for Yuka.
Good for her. Good for her.
Next up, WNBA. This is Deadspin. The WNBA needs to do more to protect Caitlin Clark.
They don't.
I know. I want to say this. I like that we're talking about the WNBA. I like that it's a sport that's getting more coverage. Can we talk about the games and the actual sport aspect of the WNBA instead of
sure?
Instead of like Caitlin Clark is getting like pretty and white privilege, or the league is out to get Caitlin Clark, or Caitlin Clark like. Can we talk about the games?
Right. I'm with you. Like, let's. I don't know. Drama is good for building a brand, I think, and so I guess it is a little bit helpful. But I'm with you. Like, we're at the point where like it's more respectful to these ladies if we talk about what happened in the game versus whatever cat fights are going on.
And I do love the fact that it's kind of like the league versus Caitlin Clark. I think that's a narrative they could have fun pushing.
Right.
But a lot of these articles are like very petty and they don't matter, it feels like. Or like it feels like they're trying to make something where there is nothing.
Can I say something about Caitlin Clark?
Oh, yes.
I don't think that her record for points, for NCAA points, that she broke Pete Maravich's record. I don't think it should count because she had a 3-point line and Pete Maravich didn't.
I agree.
I'm just saying.
I'll stand with you. I'll stand by you in that one.
It's an unpopular take, but I'll take it.
There are ways that they could be making this way more entertaining, and I feel like they're doing a disservice to everyone watching. And a disservice to the league by like making these bullshit, stupid articles.
Right.
Next up, Chase,
but wait. But here's the question: is do you think?
Oh, you can't. Froze out there. Wait till he comes back, folks. You back?
I'm back.
Okay. Do I think what?
I'm back. So do you think that the other WNBA players are for real? Like fuck Caitlin Clark.
I think some of them are.
Just take her out.
I think some of them are. I think there's a very legitimate thing where like, because after in the Chicago Sky like post game interview, they were like, we don't want to answer any Caitlin Clark question. I think there are people that are like very tired of hearing about her.
I think that's probably it. Is it they're it's more out of
It's like she's being held above the league, which to her credit, she's bringing a lot of like eyes onto the WNBA, which is huge. And if I were a WNBA player, I'd probably be tired of it too. Yeah. And I mean, but on the other side, she also did get them some chartered flights for the first time. No, she's doing a lot of good. And I'm like, I'll back her. But like, let's talk about, there's not a bounty on Caitlin Clark.
No, I doubt it.
They're not doing a bounty gate on her.
Right.
Up next from AP Sports, Chase, the Chicago Bears are ready to embrace Hard Knocks.
No, they're not. No one is.
From what I've heard, and I talked with Uncle Rico a little bit about it, apparently Caleb Williams has been having a tough time in Chicago so far.
That's my understanding too, is that he's throwing a lot of picks. He's holding on to the ball too long, kind of like what he would do in college, you know?
A little bit. That was what people kind of dinged him on for in college. I'm excited for someone like him to be on Hard Knocks. I'm excited for the Chicago team because everyone has a lot of thoughts and opinions and kind of hype going for the Bears this coming season. So I'm excited to see how it looks on Hard Knocks.
Right, and all that hype essentially runs through Caleb Williams, because if he doesn't perform, then that hype is all for nothing.
Who's their backup?
I don't even know.
Well, let's look up the depth chart. Who is? If you could name me the Chicago Bears backup quarterback, I will give you $10.
All right, I'm gonna stop googling it then.
Oh yeah, because he was a FCS or D whatever guy last year.
I got nothing then.
It's Tyson Badgett.
Oh yeah, Tyson
Right?
Badgett.
The fact that he's their second guy up though is kind of worrying.
That is kind of concerning.
Number 3, Brett Rippon.
Brett Rippon, okay.
Yeah.
From what? Wasn't he at Boise State?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I remember the Brett Rippon era.
Number 4, Austin Reed. Right now, from Western Kentucky.
Well, so if Caleb Williams doesn't work out, they're
kind
screwed.
of fucked. They're kind of fucked. Yeah.
Badgett's not that bad.
No, Badgett's pretty good. He's like serviceable. Yeah. And
Yeah.
last but not least, Chase, our friends over at Outkick. NFL kicker
God.
Brandon McManus released following sexual assault allegations.
Yeah, that's kind of what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
What is Outkick
yeah,
outraged?
The Commanders left him. Let's see what the Outkick has to say. He also faces a civil lawsuit from 2 women. No, they're pretty straightforward with it.
All right, that's better than I expected from Outkick.
Honestly, same. Yeah, you probably. Yeah, I think everyone saw that coming a mile away.
Right.
Where did he go to college? Because that's a name that's familiar to me.
Brandon McManus.
Yeah. Shout out Nick.
Well, he's been the kicker he's been the kicker in Denver for forever.
Well, he was, and then he was with the Jags.
Oh, that's right.
He was with Denver from 2014 to 22, and then last year he was with the Jags. This year he was going to be with the Commanders. He went to Temple.
All right. Someone made it out of Temple.
Yeah, good for him. I guess, for now. Until now. And now, Chase, it is time. We're on to week 3 for college football and the NFL. Are you ready? Are you prepared? Do you have the chutzpah?
I'm ready. I've got the jam.
I agree with Chris. More bricks by chicks, less dicks equals less dicks. Let's go. Thursday, September 12th, Northwestern State at South Alabama. I'm going USA here. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that Chase is going to be going USA.
Let's go.
Arizona State at Texas State. ASU for me.
Arizona State. Yeah.
Friday, September 13th, UNLV at Kansas. Give me the Jayhawks.
Give me UNLV.
I respect that. Arizona at Kansas State.
Kansas State.
Yeah, take K-State here. 8 p.m. Friday matchup. That'll be a good one. Now we get to Saturday. Central Michigan at Illinois. Chip up, baby. Chip up.
Fire up, damn chips. Central Michigan.
Yeah, fire up, damn chips. Cincinnati at Miami of Ohio.
I'll go Cincinnati.
I'm going to go Cincinnati here, too. North Texas at Texas Tech. I'm taking Tech.
North Texas at Texas. Yeah, I'll take Texas Tech also.
Oklahoma State at Tulsa. I'm going to go
OK State.
Yeah, I'm taking OK State here. Alabama at Wisconsin. Oof.
That's tough. That's a nice little matchup. But
that's
I'm
a
gonna
fun game.
go. I'm gonna go Alabama though.
I'm gonna go
Bama.
Bama. I like the coach a little bit more, and I like the talent at Alabama a lot more. Give me Alabama.
Yeah,
Memphis at Florida State. Whoo, that's a good one too.
that is a good one. I don't know if Florida State has a quarterback. I'm gonna say Memphis here.
I'm gonna roll Florida State, but damn, that's tough. Louisiana Tech at NC State. Give me NC State. Give me the Wolfpack.
NC State.
Arkansas State at Michigan.
Oof. Arkansas State.
Michigan for me here. LSU at South Carolina. LSU, baby.
LSU.
Boston College at Missouri.
Missouri.
Missouri for me too. UMass at Buffalo. Buffalo, baby.
Buffalo.
UMass is going to get a taste of what it'll be like to be in the MAC. Coastal Carolina at Temple. I'm on Coastal, baby.
Yeah, I'll go Coastal as well.
Notre Dame at Purdue.
Notre Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame all day. Washington State at versus Washington, neutral site in Seattle.
Washington. Actually, you know what? No Kalen DeBoer. I'm going to go Washington State.
They do lose a lot, but somehow, I don't know, Matt, I don't care what it is, Washington always seems to have Wazoo's number.
True.
Tulane at Oklahoma.
Man, if they didn't lose their coach, I would be all over Tulane here, but I'm going to go Oklahoma.
I'm going Oklahoma here, too. Prairie View A&M at Michigan State. Give me the Spartans.
Yeah.
Texas A&M. Oh, Chris Mason went Tulane, by the way. I respect that. Texas A&M at Florida. I'm going A&M. Waiting on Chase here. I'm assuming he's going to go Florida here. That's my guess.
I'll just tell you.
You're going to go Texas A&M over Florida?
I'm going to go Florida.
That's what I thought. I said I bet you're going to go Florida there.
Yeah.
Oregon at Oregon State.
Oregon.
Give me Oregon here. VMI at Georgia Tech. Give me the Yellow Jackets. Give me Georgia Tech.
Ramblin' Wreck.
Up next, West Virginia at Pitt. Week 3 is a good week.
Yeah, it is. Pitt.
I'm going to go Pitt here, yeah. If this is in the mountains, I'd switch it up. Nevada at Minnesota. Give me the Gophers.
Yeah, I'll go Minnesota.
Morgan State at Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah, give me the Bobcats of Ohio. Ball State at Miami of Florida.
Let's go Miami.
Yeah, Miami, baby. App State at East Carolina. Give me App State.
I'll go App State also.
Troy at Iowa. Give me Iowa.
Iowa. I think Iowa might be really good this year.
I think Iowa's going to be, though. I mean, they can't be worse on offense, and the defense is still going to be really good. Iowa's going to be dangerous.
Yep.
UAB at Arkansas. Give me the Razorbacks.
This would be kind of game we lose, but yeah, let's go Razorbacks.
Utah at Utah State. Utah, baby.
Yeah, Utah.
FIU at FAU. I'm going to roll with FAU.
I'll go with the airport.
I can respect that. UTEP at Labibity.
Labibity.
All day Labibity. Colgate at Akron. Give me the Zips. Give me Akron.
Zips over the toothpaste.
Virginia Tech at ODU.
God, ODU seems to have Virginia Tech's number. Give me ODU.
Give me Vautech here, but I think you might be right. North Carolina Central at UNC. I'm taking North Carolina.
I will also take North Carolina.
South Carolina State at Georgia Southern. I'm taking Southern.
Yep, same here.
Gardner Webb at the Clit. Don't disrespect Biff Poggi.
You don't.
Clit.
You
Give me
don't.
the
Let's
Clit.
go. I'll take the Clit.
UConn at Duke. Duke.
Duke.
Ole Miss at Wake Forest. Ooh.
Ole Miss.
$50 if you can guess what channel that game's on.
Lifetime.
The CW. So you were fucking close. I'm taking Wake actually in this one.
All right.
To get the upset. Bethune-Cookman at Western Michigan. WMU, Directional Mish.
Directional Mish School.
Too easy. UTSA at Texas. Give me Texas. I'm not making that mistake. I made that mistake last year.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Texas wins.
I think Texas is going to be like a top 5 team this year, easily. Yeah, horns down. I think Texas is going to be really good, though.
Yeah.
Hawaii at Sam Houston.
Hawaii.
Give me Hawaii here. Jacksonville State at Eastern Michigan. This one sucks for Chase. These are two of his loves. I got to go Eastern Michigan.
Directional Mish School, man.
Gotta go Eastern Michigan.
Directional Mish.
South Florida at Southern Miss. I'm taking South Florida. I think South Florida.
I will also take South Florida. No Frank Gore Jr. anymore at Southern Miss.
Vanderbilt at Georgia State.
Vanderbilt at Georgia State. Let me go Vanderbilt here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Vandy to get one here. Western Kentucky at Middle Tennessee. I'm gonna go WKU.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Big 12 matchup now. UCF at TCU. Going TCU here. Eastern Illinois at Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Yeah, give me Northwestern. Air Force at Baylor.
Ooh. Interesting. Baylor.
I'm going to roll Air Force.
All right.
Indiana at UCLA. Gross. UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA.
Georgia at Kentucky. Georgia
by a million.
Toledo at Mississippi State. Ooh. I'm going to...
Mississippi State could be really bad this year.
They could be really bad. I know. That's what I'm thinking, too. I'm going to go Mississippi State. I'm going to take Toledo in the points when Toledo's the dog in that game.
I'm going to take Toledo straight up.
New Mexico at Auburn.
Auburn.
Give me Auburn here. That would be very funny, though.
That would be hilarious.
Colorado at Colorado State.
Colorado.
Give me Colorado here. That's also going to be, it's at 7:30. That's going to be one of the most watched games of the whole fucking weekend, I bet.
Yeah, after last year, definitely.
Northern Iowa at Nebraska.
Give me Nebraska.
Yeah, I'm taking Nebraska here. Kent State at Tennessee. I'm rolling with Tennessee and the Volunteers.
Yep.
Up next, Maryland at Virginia. I am rolling with Maryland.
Same.
September, Maryland. Rice at Houston. Houston, baby.
Houston.
BYU at Wyoming. Brigham Young University for me.
Yeah, I'll go BYU also.
San Diego State at Cal. Cal, baby.
I'll go San Diego State.
Chase, that game starts at 9:30 our time, by the way.
Beautiful. Love it.
New Mexico State at Fresno State. Give me Fresno.
Fresno State.
Kennesaw State at San Jose State. Give me SJSU.
Yeah, I agree.
Now for the NFL, Chase. Thursday, September 19th. Patriots at the Jets for Thursday Night Football.
Patriots.
I'm taking the Jets. Giants at Browns.
Browns.
Browns for me. Bears at Colts. I'm rolling with the Colts.
I'll also roll with the Colts.
I think it's until week 5 that I'll roll with the Colts because I think Anthony Richardson will get hurt by then.
Probably.
Texans at the Vikings. Roll with Texans.
Give me the Texans.
Eagles at Saints.
Saints.
I got to roll with the Eagles. I'm worried about your Saints this year, Chase.
Me too, dude.
I'm worried
about every team that I like that plays football this year. Like, I just don't feel good about it.
How's Arkansas basketball looking?
That could be pretty good. We'll see.
We go. Chargers at Steelers. Ooh.
Steelers.
Steelers for me too. Broncos at Bucks. I'm rolling with the Bucks.
I'm going with the Bucks too.
Packers at Titans. Packers, baby.
Packers at Titans. Yeah, Packers.
Panthers at Raiders. That's a terrible game.
Panthers at the Raiders. I'm gonna go Raiders.
I'm gonna go Raiders here. No, I'm gonna go Panthers. Dolphins at Seahawks.
Dolphins.
Dolphins for me too. Lions at Cardinals. Give me the Lions.
Yep.
Ravens at Cowboys. Ooh, Ravens.
No, early in the season, I'm going to go Cowboys.
And then 49ers at Rams. Well, 49ers.
Yeah, the Niners seem to have the Rams number.
And then Sunday Night Football.
Niners.
Sunday Night Football. Chiefs at Falcons. Give me the Chiefs.
Give me the Falcons.
I respect that. We have a Monday night doubleheader, by the way. We have the Jags at the Bills.
Bills.
Yeah, give me the Bills. And then we have the Commanders at the Bengals. I'm going to take the Bengals.
I'll also take the Bengals.
And that'll do it, Chase. We're past week 3.
We did it. This has been a long day, so
There is probably one more week that we'll have to double up on. I don't know when that will be, but it will be coming sometime.
We'll figure it out. We'll do it.
Very much enjoyed the tank. This has been a crazy long day for us. We have been streaming since this has been like a 12-hour day.
Yeah, pretty much. So
we will see.
If you're wondering if I have it, I don't have anything to shout out.
We're dying. Yeah. We're getting out of here. We love you guys. We'll see you next time. Also, yes, fuck DC football. Love you guys. See you next time for another Jimnasium.